This awesome itinerary takes us away for 10 nights, beginning and ending in Barcelona, to all of the hot spots in the Mediterranean. I'm here with our destination expert, Claudius Dosical. Hi, Claudius.
Hello, Edie.
So, Claudius, on this itinerary, when it begins and ends in Barcelona, what do you suggest our guests see and do in Barcelona?
Well, first I'd like to say that this is a great itinerary for people who want to experience all the wonderful nightlife at all the best places in the Mediterranean at the best time of the year, when all the clubs are full and the restaurants are lively, and it's a great place and time also to go people watching. So if you want a really exciting itinerary, this is it. But Barcelona, of course, I highly recommend that our guests spend at least a couple of nights prior to the voyage and stay at many of the wonderful hotels available there. And of course, in addition to the Gaudis and other beautiful sites and museums that can be visited, Barcelona has a fantastic nightlife, wonderful museums, and my personal favorite is maybe just as a balance to the nightlife, the clubbing, the monastery at Montserrat.
Lovely. Well, from Barcelona, we head over to that really hot spot Spanish island called Ibiza, where we do an overnight. For anybody who's ever been to Ibiza, they would be the first to tell you that the action doesn't start there till about midnight. What would you suggest our guests see and do in Ibiza besides dancing the night away and sleeping on the beach?
Correct, Edie. And because the action starts so late or early, I guess, in the morning, we stay until 8 o'clock in the morning, so our guests can enjoy the entire nightlife in the clubs at Ibiza. We have the morning at sea, so the guests can sleep in. And then in the afternoon, I would recommend a walk around the old town, which is just steps from our berth, and then go and hit the nightlife.
Sounds like fun. So when we leave Ibiza, we head over to the south of France, one of the entryways to Provence, the beautiful little beach town of Cassis. And we have a late night stay in Cassis. What do you suggest our guests see and do while in Cassis?
We'll have some wonderful land discoveries, and because Cassis is such a small town and can easily be explored in a half day, my recommendation would be to spend maybe the morning and lunchtime in the beautiful town of Aix-en-Provence, located only about 45 minutes drive to the north, and then spend the afternoon, and particularly the evening. I recommend that you stroll the wonderful village with its great restaurants, see all the yachts and nightlife.
Wow, I can't wait to go. From there, we head down the coast to Monte Carlo, Monaco, where we do an overnight. What do you suggest our guests see and do in Monaco?
I would recommend that in the morning they'll visit the lovely town of Aix, just a little bit outside of Monte Carlo, and then spend the rest of the afternoon, evening, and the night, of course, in Monaco, Monte Carlo. Walk through the Palace Square, see the many great shops, Cartier's, maybe have a coffee at the Café de Paris or the Hermitage. And then in the evening, of course, go and trying to win some money at the casino.
Works for me. From Monte Carlo, we head over to Nice, where we also do an overnight. What do you suggest our guests see and do in Nice?
Because of the small size of our ships, we are just able to fit in the lovely, charming harbor of Nice, which also has the advantage of being located only about a 20-minute walk to the old town of Nice, which is very enjoyable to walk through. And particularly, don't forget to visit the flower and produce market in the morning. And in the evening, of course, you may want to take a stroll on the Corniche. And Nice is also home to some of the very best restaurants in all of France.
Wonderful. From there, we head over to Cannes, also with an overnight. What would you suggest our guests see and do in Cannes?
I would say pretty much the same thing as in Nice. Enjoy the city. In this case, the ship will be at anchor, so we will be tendering. But the good news here too is that once you are ashore with the tender, you're only minutes from all the great shops and restaurants of Cannes.
That is for sure. Then we continue on to Saint-Tropez, where we actually have 2 overnights and a 3rd day. What do you suggest our guests see and do in Saint-Tropez?
July is really the peak season in Saint-Tropez. And first of all, after all the nightlife, we're giving our guests a morning at sea to relax. Arriving at Saint-Tropez around noontime. The town of Saint-Tropez, again, is right off the tender pier, very easy to walk around. And my recommendation would be, maybe since it is the afternoon, take one of our trips out to the wineries that produce the really beautiful, enjoyable Provence rosé wine. And in the evening, definitely, of course, you have to walk along the promenade, the restaurants, see some of the rich and famous, and their yachts right in the port of Saint-Tropez. It's simply magic, as you know.
It is, indeed. So then the next day takes us on an at-sea spa day before we wind up in Barcelona after a wonderful, wonderful itinerary. Whether you take this Azamazing itinerary or any of the many others that Azamara Club Cruises sails to, for sure, you'll love where we take you. Come cruise with us. Bon voyage!